Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Shorty SX and welcome to Quickscope Tips Episode 3. Today I'll be explaining the Ready Up perk and the somewhat surprising effects it can actually have on your quickscoping and sniper use in general. Make sure to stick around because I will show you that both equipping the perk and not equipping the perk have their own benefits when it comes to quickscoping. So to start with, Ready Up is the first perk in the speed category. While it's a new name, it's basically the same effect as Dexterity from Black Ops 2 or the pro version of Steady Aim from Modern Warfare 3. For 1 point, it basically just lets your weapon be ready to fire faster after sprinting. To visibly see the effect, all you really have to do is start sprinting and then try to fire as soon as possible. The effect is most clearly visible with no scopes or hipfire. As you can see, the class with Ready Up shoots significantly faster. If you find yourself no-scoping or hip-firing quite a bit, therefore this may be useful. It's roughly 1/6 of a second faster, and that's a pretty long time considering how quickly Call of Duty encounters are decided, trust me. However, things really get interesting when we look at its effects on quickscoping. Here I'm simply running forward, then aiming down sights, or ADSing, and firing as soon as possible. While the perk doesn't seem to improve or change the speed at which you zoom or aim down sights, it still has the same effect of letting you fire the gun about 1/6 of a second earlier. As you see, the class with Ready Up is able to fire before the scope is fully zoomed in. And this is interesting, because this is what's known as a black scope. But as most of you or all of you should know from my tutorials, when quickscoping, it's important to actually zoom all the way in for at least 1 frame, or else your bullets won't fly straight, because, they'll be considered hipfire. So, the curious thing here is that if you choose to not equip the Ready Up perk, your snipers won't actually be ready to fire until after you're fully zoomed in. This means that without the perk, if you're coming out of sprint, your bullets will always fly straight, simply because your gun won't be able to fire before that point. On the other side though, if you are using the Ready Up perk, you can easily fire too early, before you're fully ADS'd, and thus miss your target because your bullet doesn't fly straight. However, if your timing is pretty close to perfect, the perk will make your quickscopes faster. So here I'm showing you what was apparently the perfect quickscope since I fired at the exact frame when my scope was fully zoomed in. So if we assume all quickscopes were this perfect, Ready Up would allow you to fire around 1/15 of a second faster than without it. But this is the dilemma we're all faced with. With the perk, your quickscopes will be, a few frames slower, but they will always fly straight. With the perk, you could save yourselves a few fractions of a second, but you also waste more than half of that benefit as you wait for your scope to fully zoom in, as is necessary. So you have to decide which one sounds better to you. If you have trouble with your bullets going straight, then playing without the perk may even help you get a good sense for when to fire, and you'll only be a few frames later than perfect. But if you don't like constraints, you don't care about the 1 perk point, and you want to perfect your timing, then go with the perk. I've personally been using Ready Up since the game launched. I don't have much trouble with my bullets going haywire, and I definitely enjoy working on getting, those few extra frames, so I'll be sticking with it. Anyway, I hope you guys found this as interesting as I did, and consider leaving a like if you made it this far. And definitely stick around for some more quickscope tips, because I will be giving you guys a full breakdown of my class, but there are just a few things like this perk that I wanted to address first. So, as always, I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.